Carmen and this is Lacey, and today we're going to show you how to make up your bed.
We're talking about annual beds. Today we're going to show you the correct approach to building one.
The ingredients that you'll need to make your annual bed are a few bags of potting soil, 2 bags of mini nuggets, a good shovel, and what we like to call our mini yard butler.
First, you're going to carve out the space that you want to plant. Then you're going to add soil. You want about 1.5 feet for good drainage and to allow for great curb appeal.
You want to build the bed at least 1.5 feet tall, and then we just simply raked it out to create a nice, smooth, even look. The reason why you want it this tall is because you want enough room for the roots to grow.
The next step is building a trench on the edge of your bed. This gives it a nice finished look. Look, Carmen.
Our little friend. Another great trick is buy and order some earthworms in, sprinkle them over your beds, and they're free fertilizer. We love to do this all the time, but this is just a free gift today. Next is time to plan our annual beds. We love to start off with big material. We're all about instant gratification, and when you start off with items like a hanging basket, it doesn't take as long to plant. These are a few easy rules or some secret tidbits that we like to use at Nectar & Company. We like to place our hanging baskets out first and lay the bed out and see exactly where we're going to plant. Instead of planting our plants in a straight line, we like to stagger. It adds another extra layer of dimension. And see how this is creating and filling in all the spaces, and plus with this technique, you don't have to use as many plants. Look at how quickly, when using baskets, the bed looks like it's already been planted for several weeks. Before you plant, you always want to make sure that you've watered your plants really well. You never want to plant a dry plant. Some easy tips for removing your plant from a hanging basket are: remove the hook, hold your hand in the center, and flip it over like this. It's our trick and it works well every time. Next, you're gonna find this piece of black plastic. Make sure you remove it before you put it in the ground. We also like to pinch off some of the roots, just a little bit, not all of it. You wanna make sure that you dig your hole a little bit larger than the size of this root ball before you plant this in the ground. Next, it's time to flop it over. And you just want to lift up this and be very gentle because these are kind of fragile. And you just want to make sure that you pat the soil all the way up to the top part of the root ball. The next step is to finish planting your baskets, but that's the best part about using a hanging basket and making your annual beds is because it doesn't take that long to plant.
Now that we've finished planting our beds, it's time to add mulch. That's the final step for making your annual beds. Make sure to lift the plants and get the mulch all the way up to the base of the plants.
It's important to mulch your beds because it provides the extra layer to help keep the moisture inside, so that way you don't have to water as much. The mulch also helps protect your beds. During a really heavy downpour, it keeps the soil in place and it keeps it from running off everywhere. So we finished making up our annual bed, and the best thing about this is that it's going to last all the way until the first frost. You got to make sure that you keep it well watered and you don't let it dry out.
Now you know the correct approach for making your bed.